turn that? No, that's fine. Okay. Oh, I need a paintbrush. Disco skull. Yeah, see, it doesn't have a mandible. It has like this foam thing on the bottom. Oh no, what have they done to you? They've massacred snakes. Damn, it's... I'm a little concerned with the fact that some of the tiny mirrors seem to be coming off. Like, that came off, that came off. I really hope they didn't fall on the floor where they can be stepped on. Heck. Well, I'll have to find those when I find those, I guess. Okay. Anyway. Ah, yes. Maybe we're just born that way. I want to paint this bottom part like a dark red, and then I want to have this hanging sort of like this, so that it's like at an angle, you know, so it's like hanging down, and then I'm gonna put like 2 eyeballs with like coming from like red strings coming from here, so they're like falling out, and then it's gonna have like a tongue. It's going bleh, so it's gonna be like bleh, you know, like bleh. Is that skeleton, you know, bleh. So, is it just like zoomed in way too much? I can't remember why I had it zoomed in too much. Can I adjust this? Okay, no, it's... Okay. I don't have a huge area to work with. Anyway, first I have to paint the bottom of this dark red and let that dry. Then I gotta figure out what kind of fabric I'm gonna make the tongue out of. Like, struggling to make this work here. I turned my desk sideways. It used to be like this, like this really, and then I turned it sideways, so it's like over here now. Yeah, it's kind of messing up my camera, but whatever. Do I have a little... There's something. Okay. It's like a... No, that'll hold it better. Something to wash the... Yeah. Like, I could probably just, turn this back around, but nah. It's hard to adjust this. Because this is... The camera is attached to my lamp, which goes... It goes that way. So I'm like this way. So... Yeah, I've still gotta figure stuff out. And I have like flipped as well, so I can like so it could look like, you know, you're seeing it from like a right side of the screen, but I'm still having problems with it. Whatever, I'll just do my best. Okay. Some of the cat hair off here. How am I kidding? It's never coming off. Earlier I was trying to find my red glitter because I was so sure that I had a big thing of red glitter left over from that one Christmas project I was doing for a friend, where I was drawing I was painting like little aliens and wheat and like pot leaves, and alien smoking pot in their UFOs all over some little Christmas ornaments and covering it with glitter. So I had red and green glitter, red, green, and white glitter, you know, for the Christmas theme. And then now I can't frickin' find the red glitter, even though I'm sure I didn't use it all up on that because I was mostly using the green for the aliens and the weed. Is this gonna be... Okay, yeah, that's a good gross color. So I'm like, damn it, what do I do? So I have this stuff, which is just like this shiny red and pink ribbon, and I'm gonna like slice it all to hell and try to make my own glitter, essentially. Because I know if I waited to do this and I waited to go get the proper glitter, I might run out of steam and not finish this. This is like dying. Is this like doing better farther down? Or is it just dried out the whole way? It's pretty dry. Camera angle's bothering me because it's capturing like the wrong... Whatever. That'll be fine. Hydration check. Fuck. Sending water everywhere. Does this have holes in it? No. Okay, it does, I guess. Is that a crack? What the? Damn it. Okay, I guess that does have holes in it. Son of a bitch. Off to a great start. Let me just, do it from here. I'm just gonna thin it out a little bit. I might want this a darker red, but I can paint over it later after I get this on. Maybe I'll mix up some red and black. I forgot to... I think I have like a red marker. I need to see if I have like a red marker. Because I have these like little, bunch of these little like teardrop shaped sparklies that I found, but they're all like, you know, regular sort of silver white. So I wanted to use a marker that is like translucent so that I can just color over them and make them little red droplets so I could sew them onto the tongue and stuff. Yeah, I think this rusty red looks a little bit too realistic for blood, so I want like a dark red. I'm gonna put my glitter on it and stuff. It's just a base coat, but I would like something going through the glitter that looks sort of like cartoony red. Cartoony blood instead of like realistic blood. It's acrylic, so it should be pretty fast drying. Alright, I'll leave a little bit of space uncovered, and I'm gonna go, I gotta grab my black paint for it to grab that. Just a sec. proper paint water cup. By proper paint water cup, I mean like a yogurt cup. One of those little nice little glass yogurt cups that are excellent for cleaning brushes in. If I'm careful, I can just... Okay. See if this is all dried up yet. You alive in there? There we go. Ah! Bit much. Right, and this one's new. I got some new black paint the other day. Do you have a safety cap on? No. Alright. Heck. Okay. That's very potent black. Okay. Oh no, now it just looks like more realistic blood. Oh well, it's darker, so I feel like that'll make the red glittery stuff pop a bit more. I don't want to spend forever mixing paint. I gotta get this painted, and I got to, I couldn't find any little, like, spheres in my craft stash. Guess that's not something I usually keep, is, like, spheres the size of eyeballs, but I might have a couple of bouncy balls. Maybe I should use the bouncy balls. I'm not sure if I want to do that, because they're a bit weighty, and I don't want them to, like... Because I'm just going to have to attach it, because this is, like, cheap foam, so I'm just going to have to attach them to the foam with, like, wire and glue or something, and I don't want them to pull out over time. So using bouncy balls might be a bit too weighty for that, and it'll, like, pull them out over time. And they'll go swinging around and pulling at the connection, so I think I'll just make them out of clay. Consider the longevity of this as an interior decor piece. I want to like hang this above, be great if I could get it to rotate, but for now I just want to hang it above where I have my DDR set up in the garage, which is just a DDR mat attached to an old Xbox 360 that I have DDR games for. Okay, let that start drying. Maybe I can use this little container for the attempt at glitter. I don't know how well it's gonna go. Keep that there. I should figure out the eyeballs first. I have some epoxy sculpt that is like kind of getting old and sort of seems like it's going bad. So I want to use that up, or at least a little bit of it, and make some tinfoil cores. They don't have to be baked, but is it gonna be too much? Let me see. They don't have to be baked, but this is kind of the only good stuff I have for making a core for clay and flight, so. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit smaller than I. Make it a little bit bigger. Ow. Okay, yeah, that should be good. It's okay if they're a little bit big too. I can put a coat of clay around that. That should be a little bit. So okay, I can just use a whole half of this. We're experimenting. Ow. I don't know why I expected by rubbing pointy aluminum foil directly into my palms, but it sure do be pointy. Okay, that should be a good little core. Testing it against the eye socket. Okay, yeah, I'll put some clay around this to smooth it out. And I have these little things where I don't actually know what they are, but they like stab them into something, so I was gonna put those in there and then have the little end of the hook sticking out so I can attach it to some fabric or ribbon or something, however that turns out. Ow, 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 ow. Huh. Okay, so I probably should have done it in layers like I did the other one because I got a much smoother go on that. I wonder if I could unravel it a little bit and try again. I don't think that's happening. Maybe. Oh, geez, no, it's locked in too good. Okay. Kind of like. There we go. If I put that in my shirt and use the fabric to guard my hands, it works a little bit better. Ahab. What is it, Captain? Ahab. Look out my window. Someone's delivering pizza to the neighbor's house and the captain is going insane. Hold on. Pizza guy was making a delivery and Ahab was very angry about it. I think I made yarn wefts for a project once. Pretty fun. It's kind of annoying ending up with all that extra fluff, but sometimes you could just use it for stuffing for something. Okay, these are about the same size. Right? Oh, okay. Like, stab this in here. Then, maybe I'll, like, dent it. Okay, I should dent it the other way. Or I guess I could also bend this when I have the clay, but if I put the clay, then it'll hold it down like that and be extra sturdy, so that would be nice. Then how will I... If I'm going like this, that's not too much in the way. Nah, okay, I think I'll just do the clay, and then maybe I'll smush it into the clay or something, I don't know. Alright, those... I think it's worth trying. Okay, now I have to fix this. Shout out to Drone's Beauty Supply on Manal for having really nice, tight-fitting, small vinyl gloves. So they're not all baggy. Okay. Take some of this out first. Might be able to get away with like half of what's in here and half of what's in the other one. Stuff's like separating all weird. It's like hardening. Okay. I've had this stuff for years, so it's probably getting pretty old. It's not about, it's too much. It's too big, dang. Sort of about equal, I think. Okay, let's smush them. Okay. So it's pretty stiff, so I gotta really smash it. Yarn is like, there's so many pretty yarns and stuff, but unless it's like really smooth and soft texturally, it is too dry. The little fuzzies get everywhere. Yet another reason why it's good that I never got into fiber crafts. Alright, it's mixing. Posture check. It's almost like playing with a kneaded eraser. Carves a bit more force. Okay, so it's mostly combined. I'm gonna try to get as much of this done as I can tonight, but I'm gonna have to paint the eyeballs to like tomorrow or something. Because I would like to let this stuff fully cure, and it can take up to 24 hours. Like, it's like a pretty workably dry in like 30 minutes to an hour, but I want to make sure it dries all the way before I paint it. And I'm just gonna put some simple, like, bluish white paint and put little red veins and draw little red irises. I'm gonna cover the irises in like sequins and stuff. So I have just a little bit of sequins left in here because I couldn't find my friggin' red glitter, so I was like, what else do I have that's red and shiny? Anything. And then I can attach them to the strings that are going to be the optical nerves hanging out of the head. Okay. Slab of mixed clay. Oh. I feel like I may have mixed way too much. Whoops. Let's try like half of this and see how it works. I might just do a little bit at a time actually, so it like builds up. Might be a good idea. I don't know, I don't work with clay enough. Get my fingers. definitely made kind of a lot. Let's see. Maybe about that size, so it's already a bit big for an eyeball, and then it'll be like hanging out. Okay. Kind of want to make them very slightly oversized. And there's a little bit more. That looks like kind of comical. Okay, that's pretty good. Unearth the hook a little bit. Good. I'll have to like sand that off the surface later. Oh heck, I didn't think about how I was gonna like store these. I can hang them by the hooks. Random wire that I have over here. Damn it. Should bend that first. Okay. Definitely gonna have to sand this, although it won't matter too much. I'm definitely gonna have to sand that. Okay. Well, let me smooth it out again. Just a little bit. Okay, great. I'm gonna put this over here. Actually, wait, I have to like reference that for the other one, so I'll hang it over here. Okay. Okay, yeah, that. Secure that. And wire up. Alright. Trying to make this one approximately the same size. It's a little bit more. Now I have too much. Maybe I can make like teeth, because it has an upper jaw. Maybe I can make like little sharp teeth or something. I don't really know how to do that. Never sculpted teeth before, I don't think. See if it's enough, or too much, or what. Okay. Don't stick together, no. Damn it. Okay, it is slightly bigger than the other eye. I'm gonna make them a little bit comically big, but not too comically big. Pretty close. I guess I can try to take a tiny little bit off. If that makes any difference, just a tiny little bit. should have added a small bit and then added more, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of going for it. Okay. Yeah, the small bit did help. Okay. Okay. Both those up here. Try not to smack into them or let them touch each other because they'll stick together. Okay. I'll try. Guess I could try to sort of do teeth. The teeth should be like right there. I could conceivably sculpt right on top of the skull. Take a little bit out for the gums and then like a little bit out for the teeth and like make the teeth separate and put them in place probably. Oh, that works better with polyclay though, doesn't it? I mean, I guess I could remake some of that later. I could make the teeth and then once the teeth have hardened, I could mix up a little bit more, put it across here so it'll stick, and then like have those coming down. Because the teeth are supposed, like, these are supposed to be the teeth, like these 3 rows right here. So if I put them way down here, it will seem pretty off. Up here it'll seem better, but that will cover some of the mirror tiles. So maybe I can remove some of the mirror tiles, and then if I can't find these ones, I can use them to replace those. Might be what I have to do is remove some of the tiles. Yeah, I can do that. All right. Whoops. I guess I can try to make some pointy teeth. Make them a bit oversized. Isn't supposed to be too realistic. Like, okay. To the teeth really long. I don't know why I started it like this. I think because I'm seeing it like that, but I should be doing this upside down. The other teeth can be a little bit smaller. doing. But I'm kind of committed at this point. It's gonna go around there. Okay, there. No, I feel like that's too thin. Oh, I'm a bit chunkier. Mm. All right. I could only put like 2 teeth, and I could take the tiles off and put them back over the teeth. That could be cool. Yeah, I might do that. I have a bit of an easier time because I don't want this to be too difficult, otherwise I'll get scared off. Hmm. And I could put more of the red on there to cover up the part that wanted the sequins on it. these over here. Oh, wait, that looks really wonky from the side. Okay. I'm just gonna make a rock slime out of this. Every time I have extra clay, I make a rock slime. A rock slime is just when I make a little blob and put a little smiley face in it. And it kind of looks like a slime, like from a JRPG. I call it a rock slime. It's made of clay. It's gonna have extra rocky texture because it glows. Oh my god. What the hell? Actually stick that bad. Damn it. Let's put it over here. On the smooth surface of this, then hopefully it won't stick as bad. Okay, that's sticking too, not great, but maybe it'll be easier to take off when it dries. Damn it. Dyes don't look right. Captain, what's up with you tonight, buddy? Housemate Ellie got home and the captain started freaking out again. He's been barking a lot more than usual. There we go. They need to have stupid little pinprick eyes. Oh, is a rock slime. Yay. Leave that to cure over there. Damn it. Dropping stuff again. Okay. Still gotta let that dry out a little bit more. Yeah. Eh. Okay. Now part that's gonna be annoying, so I might as well do it first. I don't know, maybe it'll be fun. Cut mat. My rotary cutter and a bunch of this stuff. Ah, there's still black glitter all over it. I had this in a container with my glitter because I have to keep my glitter specially contained. And the black glitter, the most persistent of the glitters, has gotten all over the bag. Somehow the cap opened itself and got everywhere. So I was like, wow, great. get all the bits into as many small bits as I can. Laminated paper? Oh, like where you, because you have to, like, you're doing a thing where you, like, paint down the glue on the edges of the yarn. Yeah, laminated paper is a good idea, because any surface that the glue is not going to stick to, or, you know, that it'll stick to, but that you can just, like, peel it off. So that's a good idea, using laminated paper. That you have access to, because you're a school. Mm-hmm. I keep missing some of the larger pieces. I'm like, how? I could have sworn I wiped this off earlier and there's already cat hair stuck to it. There's just gonna be cat hair in my glitter. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, yeah, it's like a mix of red and pink, but I think that'll do pretty good for a tongue and eyeballs. Go grind that up a little more. Okay, yeah, that's working okay. Let's keep doing this. That's good. This is working better than I thought it might. I just have to be very careful, because this is a circular razor blade and I'm getting it very close to my fingers. Be careful with razors, kids. I'm sure just like regular glitter, this will get everywhere. Yep, it's already getting everywhere. Successful. Don't know how much I'm going to need, but I might as well grind up as much of this as I can, because apparently I don't have red glitter. I don't use glitter often, but like, what if I need red glitter? And then I think I have red glitter, and I don't. Because I forget. So I might as well make more. Posture check. Like, there we go. I'm sure it was a little too far down. Concentration check. It's like, yesterday I got a Charlie horse in my right arm that lasted for like a few hours, because that's the kind of Charlie horses I get, the ones that last for a few hours. And then at night when I was trying to sleep, I got a milder one in my left arm. It's like, what the fuck is happening? Get tight. I'm just gonna keep doing this for a little while. Dang, brushing out the fluff's gotta be annoying. Because usually it's just so tangled that it's like hard to brush out, and kind of only good for like stuffing. Or like, I could probably do flocking. If you're doing like a short hair for whatever you're working on. Or flocking for something that you just want to be fuzzy. Oh, the fur for the sword. Yeah. Wonder if you could also use some of the leftover fluff as like if you put it under the fur to make it seem more voluminous. I can't remember. It's not too fluffy, but I'm sure you got plenty figured out. Just brainstorming how to make that work. Keep grinding away at this. I kind of remember to close this when I'm not using it. Like, it has a safety guard, and I keep forgetting to use it. Not putting safety first. Oh no. Another idea that might also look good, which is I cut this into like little squares and attach it to the fabric when I sew the tongue, so it looks like little mirror squares. But nah, I like glitter better. The original vision, I still like it. Even if it's not quite the glitter I wanted. Close enough. I could have done it in black glitter. That could also be cool, but I wanted a bit more gory. why this has numbers on it. I guess it's like maybe centimeters or something. Just didn't notice that before. Okay, I kind of want to take a little break from this. He's got this much. And I want to figure out the tongue. I'm gonna put this down for now. It's mostly just stuck to there. Well, I gotta sweep the floor anyway. Set that over there. Add some fabrics. I think I'll probably just go with this like dark red one. I kind of like this one because of the texturiness of it, but this one looked different in the garage. The back of it is redder. Could be pretty great for a tongue. I'm going for cartoony. I want that one. Just want a bit of paper. Not the time too long, but I don't want to like. Your tongue goes back really far. And technically, wouldn't the tongue be hanging out of the mandible instead of the... Oh, that doesn't matter. It's a fucking disco ball skull. I shouldn't care about realistic stuff. I do not want to make a mandible. They're like that. Bleh. Well, it might be good to make it that long and just sort of attach that on the back and then figure out where I want to have it come out. tongue? I mean, if I had little teeth. Let's check on the teeth. Regular tongue. Bleh. Wider at the end. Tiny adjustment. So that doesn't reset. Oh, guess it doesn't matter which side is the right side. Oh, ow, posture check. Iteration check. I could probably just like, because I'm gonna attach that to the bottom anyway, so. I'll just sew it part way, then see if I need to adjust it later. I want to cut some little pieces that will sort of fill in the sides of the tongue so that when I sew it down the middle, it has like just a little bit of dimension. This is not a fabric scissors, but let's try. This ain't going good. I have my rotary cutter, so. Slightly dull rotary cutter. This is supposed to be for fabric. This is like upholstery fabric, so it's a little bit in trouble. I probably don't need that. I can just pull the pieces up and see if they fit and cut them out. It's not pretty good. Alright. Come on. I gotta think about what I'm gonna do for the eyes, because I was thinking of maybe just using a bit of this stuff, but like kind of twist it up. Maybe even like knots tied in it, so it looks kind of scrungly, like hanging down like that. Could also use fabric. This, if I wanted it to match, it would be kind of hard to do that. Whereas this will match the glitter I'm gonna put on the tongue. So I'm also gonna put glitter on that. Well, if I use this, I need to put the glitter. I could probably use this then. So from like halfway up here, so thick, I'll go fully back and forth. Increase my stitch length. Might not need any stuffing at all, considering how like bulky this fabric is. So I'm gonna have to fold the seam allowance in. Maybe trim that a little bit. Let's see. It's pretty thick. Yeah, that should be fine like that. Hanging out like bleh. Okay. Now I at least want to cut part of this off because it'll be easier to attach one layer to the roof of the mouth. I'll just be like that, and then I can like maybe I should put a wire in there so I can make it like a little posable. That could be fun. Because the fabric's a little stiff, so it might not hang properly. This be enough. This random wire I have on my table for some reason. It's long enough. Could, like secure that at the top, and then I could just like. Yeah, it'll work fine. I hope. We should get something sturdier. Where is my wire? Look for something. I had some 20 gauge wire in one of my boxes, but can't find it. I have a whole bunch of this green stuff though. I guess floral wire. Wrap a couple wires together so they'll be stronger. A little loop so it can be sewn in. Should also make a little loop back here. that. This is just messed up anyway. I don't have to worry too bad about them. I'd have to grab such a tiny needle. There we go. I thought I just had my pliers. Let's go. Right. Where's my... Oh, there. Pinch that down. Oh, come on. There we go. Eleanor. Bad. Epideshu. Nah. Get out of here. Gets. Bright cat. Kind of want to put like a little seam up the middle, but maybe it'll be okay. Yeah, for shape, I think I'm going to do just a little seam. And also get the wire in place. What the heck? This is gonna be the top. About the same. Going moving around has a little bit of texture to it. Okay, just realized I didn't really think through how to put the glitter on the fabric. I guess I could I do have spray adhesive, but I wouldn't want to use that in here. I want to use that outside. Maybe I could go spray adhesive on this real fast and then cover it as much glitter as I can. Could also use just like tacky glue. Might end up kind of stiff though if I use that. Do like that so far. Got the eyeballs hanging up over here, so I'm doing like comparison. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I'll be hanging like that. Okay, yeah. Okay. The eyeballs are hardening, but it's going to take them a little while. Probably leave those all night. To make sure the cats don't mess with them. Let's see. So I've got tacky glue, and I do have fabric glue somewhere. It's like it stays flexible. Got Fabri-Tac. I don't know if that would be useful for the plastic though, if it would just fall off. have very much of this stuff left. That's rubber cement, not quite the right thing. The spray adhesive might be my best bet with this. Okay, I gotta run outside and spray this with the spray adhesive. And then try to pour this and pat it down, see how that works. Okay, burp. Okay, the spray was a little gunky and applied too much in some parts, but I hope it works. Okay, seems like it's sticking so far. I'll probably also have to spray something on top of this later to try to keep everything plastered down so it doesn't get glitter bits everywhere. Okay. It's looking pretty wacky already. Alright. Okay, I only did one side, so I could like let this dry for a little bit, but this might actually be working out pretty good. There's a bit more white and pink in it from the, like, the white from the reflections that I wanted, but it's okay. I think it, it shows up as mostly red. Okay, good. It's working alright. I gotta let this dry and make sure everything, like, hangs on good enough, and then I can do the other side. Well, this worked just enough to... Come on. Either sharpen or retire these poor old scissors eventually. It's barely going. Come on. Get more and more like a tongue. Gross. Excellent. Alright, set this over here. Okay, do like a little experiment with this. Because I want the optical nerves hanging down out of the eye sockets to match the tongue. Damn it, I forgot to put the card on this again. So I have an idea for using this stuff. Let's see if it works out. Gotta get the whole thing. Use that spool. I got some glue on my hands, so it's just gonna get washed off here. kind of want, heck. Let's do a test with this one, because I was thinking when I want to put it on the eyeball, I want it to, like, have some little spikies going out, like veins. So I could, like, cut those like that, and then use that. Let's see. Wait, yeah, let me do that. If I put it like this, I can kind of ruffle it. It's kind of squishy like that. I can also twist it. It's pretty fun. Be hanging out of the eyes with the eyeball in the end like that. I kind of want one to be longer, one to be shorter. See, I think that'll actually work if I just scrunch it up like that and then cover it in glitter. Or maybe cover it up in glitter, then scrunch it? Okay. That one hanging a little bit. One hanging out more, so okay, this will work. I need to remember to put the guard on this. Watch foreshadow, I'm gonna freaking slice my hand open or something. Hopefully not, but get that little space, and then guess we're gonna have to be a little bit longer than where I actually want them, because I'm gonna have to scrunch the fabric. Okay, there, that's probably good. Need to do a little test. Just use this as a smaller area. Okay, it's not sticking very good. I just have to use like full strength glue. Come on. Maybe I would also have to spray adhesive that. Come on. Dang it. I just want to see if it would still be flexible enough to scrunch after putting the glitter on it, because that would allow for like the best glitter saturation. Okay, I'm gonna have to like use the same adhesive on this. Have that circle around like that, yeah. They should put like wires in these too. Let's punch through this. It's green though. I want it to look Christmassy. Maybe I'll brush some glue onto these so they don't fray too much. Mine's acting up. Ow. Oh, posture check. Okay, yeah, stuff's drawing pretty good, actually. Like, yeah, I can, like, move the tongue around, and it's mostly staying on, except for the stuff that was probably loose anyway. That's good. Do like it's for... It's just reading too pink to me. Like, I do like the shininess of this, but I'm like, I want more red. Damn. Maybe I can just do the marker thing, but with the glitter, which is insane, but, where's my markers? Okay, I have those, the red ones. Oh, those. The red one's messed up on this one anyway. Let's try on the side somewhere. I think it's kind of adhering a little bit, but it's kind of wishy-washy. It's working a little bit though. Great if I still had a red Sharpie. I don't think I have a red Sharpie anymore. I think it's working a little bit. That little corner's already looking a little bit redder. Try to do this with the left hand because my right hand is going through it. My right wrist is going through it. It kind of sort of works. It adds enough red to make it more red, which is what I want. I did momentarily consider like very carefully picking up each piece with like a pin and applying it, which is absolutely the sort of thing I would do. I was like, I don't want this to take like 20 hours to work on. But if all this ends up not making it red enough, I might just do that anyway. Okay, little bits of the red glitter and carefully glue them over. Like I'll tacky spray it again and then carefully glue little pieces of red glitter over every piece of pink and white. Well, it's pink, but white reflecting pink glitter to make it look less Valentine's and more gory. More glitter gore. Sharpie. It's already significantly more red. I wonder if delicately washing this with like a bright red paint would help too. I wanted to be really shiny though, but mm. Funny, I thought to do something like this before I cut it into tiny pieces. So then I could have the color on the backside. Ah, well. It's looking a lot more red already, which is good. Just pairing. Yeah, like it's definitely doing something. I don't even know if that's visible on the camera because it's mostly just shiny, but to me, it is more red. Any other markers I could use with this? Those tiny markers, I don't know if those will work. Sort of red. That's barely showing up, it's too small. Hmm. try a thicker marker, but it's a paint marker, so it might be too opaque. Way back here. It's pretty opaque. Try on a small section where it won't really be seen. Trying to color little shards of shiny material makes it look like the tongue is just covered in like bloody glass. Just like, ah. It's not actually too bad. It's still a little glossy and the edges still shine around it, so it's so glittery. Come on. Well, this is an insane process, but I might continue it because it's definitely very red now. The material it's on is still shiny, so even though the paint is opaque and a little bit matte, it's still staying a little shiny at there. check. Alright, got more red. Get some glitter off there. Yay, thanks, Posca. Okay. Yeah. A lot redder, so that's good. Let that dry off a little bit more. I think it's turning out good. Alright. Marker dry a little bit better. Thanks, little cheapo brush marker. You tried your best. Give me the idea. So, oh, it's already been over 2 hours. Okay. Well, I got a great start on this, and I now have to wait for the eyeballs up there to cure, and I have to, yeah, I guess I'll just like go outside and glitter these, and I'll probably just Posca the glitter again because it's like half pink, half red. I gotta make more of the glitter. Might as well use the same technique on everything, even if it's a little stupid, because I want it to match. Make sure I wash that good because there's soap on it. Fucking damn it. Dropping things again. Okay. Slightly higher up, not be slightly higher up. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay. Eyeballs. Right, they're still slightly tacky, so I'm gonna have to let those dry for a while. They're like, so I was like, it would be kind of funny if I was like, oh, I shouldn't just use bouncy balls because they would weigh it down, but they almost feel like the same weight as like a general bouncy ball. Well, at least I know that I can sand, epoxy sculpt, and also paint it and stuff, and they know it'll hold on, whereas the rubber of a bouncy ball might not, like, hold on as well, so... Yeah, woohoo, progress in this weird, stupid project. Okay. Scraps. Okay, these are the ones that I have to do more of that on. I gotta, like, stand up and do some stretches and also eat some pie, because Skelepi made some pie and it looks like it turned out really good. I'll try some. I gotta wash this out with pink soap. I do have some of this. It's just like clear iridescent glitter. I was considering adding it to the tongue, but I think it's doing alright. It's a bit duller now because I added some opaque paint over some of it, but like maybe I can do like a test patch. I'm gonna do a tiny non-committal test patch way up here where it won't be seen. So I can plan for later. Clear glitter help, or will it distract? Ooh, I actually kind of like that. I don't think it's visible on the camera, but it's like the glitter is just clear. It has like a slight iridescence to it. So it like reflects rainbows, but let me see. I'm gonna put too much in one place, it'll just make it pink again. Yeah, too much in one place makes it a bit pink, but I do like how glittery that is. And some of it's just sticking anyway, so that's what came off though. Okay, so I think once this is fully dried, I'll probably put like a seal coat over it. And then I'll sprinkle some of this on top to give it just a little bit extra shininess without taking away from the red. Okay, that over there. Gross hat. Don't you dare spill all over the place, I swear to fuck. Okay, make sure that's there. Something I should have done before. The lid on my black glitter came open and spilled all over the inside of the bag I have it in, so I had to reach through to get this ribbon out. And I got glitter freaking all over myself. There's still black glitter stuck to my palm here, which can't even really see it, but there's still black glitter stuck to my whole palm from when I was digging through it like 2 hours ago. I'm gonna have to dig that one out and clean it off, and then tape this part so it doesn't go swiveling around. Okay. Ah, yes. This is just what the insides of gay people look like. It's just glitter and disco balls all the way down. I'm Ace, so I just look like a pile of breadsticks. Garlic bread, specifically. Just breadsticks all the way down. Right, I need pink soap on that. Toss these scraps. Save these scraps in my cabbage bag. And probably toss these little ones. Okay. And I have to move this stuff around on my desk so that the cat doesn't immediately knock it all over the place. Oh, heck. Laminated paper is like, oh, you're sharing so much glue and yarn with me. Here, let me share with you some of my green. We're doing each other's nails. Isn't that fun? It's like a sleepover. Where did... Oh, I put it back. Okay. Well, I know what color I use, so I'm just going to keep this in the Posca pen bag and keep this over here. I'm trying to do better about like cleaning my stuff up instead of just leaving it all over the place. Because sometimes I'm like, I have a project going, I'll just leave it here, and then it's just kind of a mess. It's not that hard to get a lot of these things. God, to get a lot of these things out of their spots anyway. Except to put this at the end of the table after I move my laptop. Scissors away. That's going, this is going. Let's do a little bit of this. I could like sprinkle in a little bit of the white glitter. Nah, I'll just do that later because then I can control it better. Slightly better, as much as one can control glitter. Your nails are still stained? Jesus Christ, what kind of dye was that? Serious ink. Or, you know, polish, acrylic, whatever it was. I hope I get the good sleepy times. I'm gonna go help my friend clean that gross house again tomorrow, so freaking hope I get the good sleepy times. Okay. And don't you forget to do all your postures and hydrates and stretches when I'm not here to remind you to. And you also get the good sleepies and a good night.